Hello Mahjong people, welcome back to the Riichi Mahjongs. It's a dark day, it is a dark day. I am once again on the cusp, literally 1 point away, having not just been able to do anything at all. And yeah, I'm sad, I'm upset. And more so, really, that I'm upset that I'm upset, you know? Like, for caring about such a silly game that I've barely been playing for any time at all. It's all been going extremely badly, and I can't tell if it's, you know, like B plus, that's not very good. Fourth in A plus, all right, fine, that's variance. A B, A minus, a B, an A, like. So I've given myself a bit of an ultimatum today, an old tomato. This needs to go well, okay? If this doesn't go well, might have to take a bit of a break. Do other things. Focus on other things for a bit and come back to it. So let's hope for the best, shall we? I've been doing the tile efficiency trainer. I've been reading, I've been reviewing, you know, I've been trying my best here. So I really couldn't tell you why it's all going quite so far down the toilet and quite so quickly as well. It doesn't seem to be too abnormal from you know, like, people will demote. It does happen. People do demote. And they demote like is it the 1, or is it like literally any of these? I think it's the dragons here, right? Because a 2 or a 3 does improve this, whereas very little tiles improve these. Very few tiles improve these. People do demote. And it's a game. It's a game with a lot of luck involved. Now, I'm not saying that to absolve myself of responsibility. All right. I know our performances haven't been great recently. Well, maybe they've just been the same as they always was, and we've just had Maka actually tell us this time. Oh, by the way, we've just had Maka in the last few weeks to be able to say that was bad. I'm not going to pawn that. Thank you very much. Okay, that's our pair. That's good. This hand is shaping up. This hand is shaping up. This hand is shaping up quite nicely. And 4, 5, 6 Anshoku is on the table. Obviously not. Okay, so there was a 2. Alright, so now the worst tile is the 7? Because the 7, this 4, 5 is already a shape. Drawing a 6 doesn't improve the 7, whereas drawing into this shape does. I mean, this shape is still weak, but the 7's got to be worse, right? I mean, I'm obviously not going to declare Riichi on a 3 of characters. Wait, have you disconnected? No, I was going to say, you better not. You better come back. Oh, that's interesting. It's still worse, right? Is it? Obviously what we want is we want to draw into this 6-7 and get rid of this shape. I can't... Oh, why would you do this to me? Alright, we can get rid of the 1 now, I suppose. And now we can wait on a 2-3... a 2-4 shape. It's a 2-4 if I... So it's Tanya out at least. But maybe this is all wrong. I don't know. Like, this is the problem I'm having, is I'm trying to... Alright, let's get rid of this 2-4 shape completely then, and we'll wait on this 4-5. Because this could schmoove into a triplet or something. Yeah, it's so hard to know. It's so hard to know what's going on. It's such a hard game. This person discarding the 5 of characters there implies that something spicy is going on. That's not very safe currently. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Can you please stop doing this to me? Can you please, maybe, let me draw a tile that helps me progress my hand? You know? I don't think that's too unreasonable. Oh my goodness. And so maybe this is all completely 100% wrong, you know? I've been using the tile efficiency trainer and sometimes I press a discard that I'm like, this is fine. Oh, for God's sake. I'm like, this is fine. And then it says... in my defense, it very, very rarely gives me a red click. You know, when you use the tile efficiency trainer, it says this was the best discard because this gives you the most number of tiles to improve your hand. It gives you a yellow. Oh. Oh, they had 2 Dora. Wasn't paying enough attention. Oh, maybe I don't deserve to be an expert. Maybe I don't deserve to be an expert. Maybe I should have folded that big time. Alright, well let's get rid of a guest wind, shall we? What was I saying? Yeah, it gives you either... This was the best discard, it gives you... Oh, that's okay. It gives you a yellow, which is like... This wasn't brilliant. This has improved your hand, but there was a tile that you could have discarded that was better to improve your hand. Alright, so here's an interesting situation. Here's something that I've learnt, right? So this 1 in the 3 is connected. 5, 6, 6, 8, a pair of 1s, a 2, 4, an 8, 9, a 1, 3, and a 6, 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 shapes. Okay. Edge weight. We've removed the edge weight, right? This is improved with a 2 or a 4. Well, it was before it was a pair of 3s. This is improved with a 2 or a 4. This was only improved by the 7. It might also be that this needs to be trimmed down at some point, but with so many shapes, we need to keep the hand like quite wide. Oh, is it 7 pairs? Is it? It's not. Surely it's not that, right? Surely it's not. Yeah, okay, let's start trashing some of these pairs. This is an awkward shape because we need to worry about these shapes overlapping. So that was maybe incorrect. It was probably one of these. It was probably this, right? And this can be the pair and this can be a 2, 3, 4 shape. But maybe it's fine. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. Okay. So it's 2, 3, 4. So we've not cannibalized that shape. Yeah, let's get rid of this. Okay. Alright, now we have to be worried about Sanshoku over here. That doesn't help me at all. It is close to the Dora, but yeah, as I say, this looks like either this is 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku or outside hand. That's a triplet of 6s. Or it's a 5, 6 with a pair of 6s, so we could probably actually dismantle these 1s now. That's hilarious, another 4. Yep, very funny. Very funny. Alright, I'm out of it, obviously. I'm in last place. My hand is not going anywhere, and it's not going anywhere very quickly. We will just throw safe tiles for a bit and maybe get away with this. Okay, good. Well, good dealer seat. Good dealer seat. It was Sanshoku only, so I suppose that's fine. It's so hard, like, because I'm trying to, like, dismantle everything I know and rebuild, you know, like using the tile efficiency trainer, which I did use at one point, and then I stopped using it because I was thinking, oh, actually, it's teaching me bad habits, you know, it's teaching me to not focus so much on Dora and Yakus, and it's just going, get into Tempai, get into Tempai, get into Tempai. But actually, Maka wants you to just do that. No. Maka just wants you to get into Tenpai. It's just like, do whatever you can to get into Tenpai as quickly as possible. Because the more times you get into Tenpai, the more hands you're going to win. And the more hands you're going to win, the more games you're going to win. You know? And that does make sense. As we've established, my win rate is shockingly low. 20% of hands. Like, that is abysmal. Alright, so it's a 5-6 shape. This is unfortunately very redundant, but we want to try and play around the door at a pair of... It's probably not a pair of 1s. It's probably a 1, 2, 3 with a 1 that is doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, let's get rid of this pair. Because we want to try and build around this if we can. This 3 is also not very good. No. Oh, man. The pairs. Can you please stop it with the bloody pairs? Alright, 5, 6, 7. We can get rid of this 3 now. Maybe I should have kept that. No, yeah, no, maybe. That's probably got more acceptancy than this 2 of circles. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. Maka's going to hate that one. Because I would have had a 3-5 shape. Like, straight away I would have had a 3-5 shape. Which is obviously, yeah. Oh, man, I'm really bad at this. And it's really getting me down. And I don't know why. I'm a very competitive person, as you've probably realised. As you've probably realised by now. Quite a competitive person. And also the fact that I'm recording these and putting them on YouTube, it's like... showing everybody how stupid I am. Yeah, okay, well... That wouldn't have helped, I suppose, but it still doesn't help. You know, I've got a big flashing light above my head. Idiot, idiot, idiot. That's close to the door. That's very bold. Oh man, please, stop. No, no. I mean, I could think about opening it up for stop it! I can't get rid of this 5 now. It's too late in the game to think about tidying this hand up. These draws have just been abysmal. Like, even if we concede that the 3-5 shape was worth keeping over the 2, which obviously it definitely was, nothing else has happened. Like, nothing else has happened. Yeah, I'm just going to start cutting these 8s as well, because... Alright, okay, so if we demote and Maka gives me a bad rank, if both of those 2 things happen, then I'm going to just have to take a step away, I think, and try and work out what the flip heck is going on. That is safe. Shall I follow cut this, or shall I... It's got to be 100% safe tile, right? Even though this does help me... Yikes, it's not safe for these 2 is the problem. The thing is we need to come either first or second. There's another one. Alright, just follow cut it. Follow cut myself. I'm not sure really that's how that works. I need to come first or second to not demote. So it really is going to be like... I mean, it's asking a lot in any game to come first or second. For me, especially. Wow. Okay, that's not a valid wind for you, so what is going on with your hand? Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. So if I demote and Maka gives me a bad grade, then clearly, like, I really, really need to. It's a test. It's a test of mental fortitude, and I am failing it. Oh my god! Why did I get so cute with it? I was like, well, it's loose. It's not attached to the pair of ones. It's not attached to the pair of sevens. This 4 is also loose, but. I was trying to get cute with it. It just felt correct. It felt correct. Like, out of all the shapes I had in my hand, it felt like the one that was doing the absolute least. I mean, we are Ishanten here on the 6 and 9 of characters, so like maybe it was fine. Like maybe that was fine. Like I have hit Riichi in 6 turns. Like I don't know. Was it right and then it backfired slightly, or was it wrong and I was not punished? Like I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's flipping going on in this game anymore. 6 of bamboo, 6 of characters is Ipeku, which would be nice. You're just immediately throwing the red 5 of circles into this Riichi, which implies something extremely scary. Thank you. Oh, he's hit a door or 2 here. Let's go! Maybe that was like a series of 6 wrong decisions that did not punish me in the slightest. Wow, this hand is very strange. Guest wind. Extremely loose 1s and 9s. No, thank you. These are so bad, right? These are so bad. But maybe, like, the odds of me drawing a 2 or a 3 is literally higher than me drawing an east wind. So, like, it is. Like, it is. If you count the tile acceptancy, the east wind, like, and I've just given the across player 2 Han. But maybe they always had them. Oh, my mental. It's so bad. I've got a pair, so I really don't need to worry about honor tiles anymore. This 9 needs to go. This 9 needs to go. Can you all slow down, please, and give me a moment to think? I've drawn 3 south winds in 5 turns, 6 turns. So that's great. Thanks, Riichi Mahjong. Should have kept it, really. But this 9 is worse than this 9, right? Because this 9 is improved by an 8. But then it's hard to also incorporate that into... I mean, I guess maybe not, right? Because I've got this 5, 6. Yeah, right, time for this to go. So it's 1, 2... It's still only 4 shapes, which is really irritating. Okay. Okay? Yeah, alright, now we can chuck it. Now it's 1, 2, 3... It's still only 4 shapes, but... I need to be really careful about what I'm getting rid of here, because my hand is got 2 Dora in it, but it is not really doing much else. I need to make sure that I'm not dealing in. I need to start like hard drawing a line under the hand at some point. I need to make a conscious effort to be like, this hand is going. Are my draws atrocious today, or is it confirmation bias? Is this confirmation bias of the game? That's you can't chuck that. You can't just chuck that like that, mate. Ooh, sneaky Sanshoku there. That's evened the game up. He's in first by doing absolutely nothing. It's South 1 and I'm in first place. I've done F all. Forgive the language. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. I will chuck the objectively correct tile and risk resetting here. I feel like it's such a small chance. I feel like playing around that is just extremely cute. That's really, really nice. We'll hold the double wind for a moment, but not really for that long. Just maybe try and draw into something over here. This is, yeah, it can go. It can go. We want to try and accept more tiles around this shape. The odds of us drawing more south winds are extremely low. We got 1, 2, 3 shapes. We need to either build around this 5, or this 5 would be nice. Well, that's it. That's more shapes, actually. All right, let's chuck the 2 and the 8. Let's chuck the 2, I suppose. Because we'll call this 2 shapes for now, because we need 5 shapes, so we'll just get 5 shapes however we can. Alright, and then we'll also call that another shape as well. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we could have a Peko Itsu on here as well, actually. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 5, 7 shape, so we are getting rid of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. It's this, right? It's this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is now 5 shapes, but without a pair. But that's easily sorted. In theory, it's easily sorted. A lot of the 7s have gone. Okay, let's get rid of this then. We'll try and build our pair around this, I suppose. We'll get rid of the 5, 7 shape, and I'd like to play around Itsu if at all possible. Because I can chi the 1 of circles and be in Tenpai, so I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I do have to throw the 5 of characters there, but... Oh, yes! I love it when a plan comes together! Everything that I thought about happening would happen. Which makes me think that I'm not a bad player. I'm not an idiot. That actually, there is something going on up here in the old mine tank every now and then, you know? Wowzers, trousers, what is this? This one is more redundant. Actually, they're both pretty redundant, now that I look at it. I've made a bit of headway in working out why it sometimes prefers some terminals over others. And it's because sometimes the terminal is improved by an 8 or a 7 versus a 2 and a 3 versus when it's not. Because, I mean, arguably I should have kept that, right? Because the 2 of circles improves to 1, 2, 3 and the 4, 5 is also helpful. That's a pair of 6s. So let's trim this 1, 2, 3 shape down. That's obviously not going to get much better than that. A pair of 6s, and then we're Ishan 10 here on the 6, 7, 8 of bamboo twice. And we'll cut the 1 here because then that gives us Tanyao as well. So if you want to give me a 8 or 5 of bamboo, I will slam that Riichi. But oh, that's slightly more interesting. What does that involve? That involves me... Nah, I'm not doing it. I was going to say that involves me cutting down these 2 7s and making this my pair, and then doing something around this as well. That seems very unlikely, rather than just taking these 2 Dora and Tanyao and just being done with it. Right? I'm not going to remove my I'm not gonna... Green dragon only, please. Thank you. Thank you. Good DLC. Good DLC, everyone. That was great. That's fine. Those are objectively correct decisions, I'm sure. He said confidently. Guest Wind. What a lovely hand. Full of 1s and 2s and disconnected 4s and loose dragon tiles. No, don't get cute with it. Don't get cute with it. Dragons. That's the Dora. That's a pair of my seat wind. So that's fine. We'll take that. Need to keep a pair in case I want to pawn this. I'm not going to cheat that yet. That's another pair. I don't know if that's correct. I can't open this hand up until I've got the North Wind locked in. Because otherwise people are gonna start asking questions. That's fine. You can have that, mate. I didn't really need that. I didn't really help. Alright, we'll do this. We'll do this because it at least makes me look like it's Tanyao, and then I guess I just chuck this, right? Because if the North Wind comes out, then I can chuck either a 2 or a 4 depending on. How do you feel about this one then, folks? Huh? Someone want to chuck a North Wind here just to give me Seat Wind, Adora? My discards are looking pretty spicy, to be honest with you. Someone chucks a North Wind here. It's doable. Like I wouldn't not do it. That's fine. That's a good draw. That's also fine. I mean, the discard's up. We tried. We tried. Can't say we didn't try. Can't say we didn't try. Okay, here we go. It's South 4. I'm in first place. I'd like to get this game over and done with, please. If I die in South 4, I die in real life. The hand is pretty terrible. The hand is pretty bad. 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku. 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku. I maybe should have gotten rid of that straight away. Or maybe not. Maybe I should have just gotten rid of the green dragon there. I don't know. If I'd already gotten rid of the red, why am I even? Yeah. Well, it's back, folks. It's back. I suppose 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku. I guess. I don't know. Help me. Help me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes. So this is bad. This is bad. Or 6 shapes with this, if you count this. So this is obviously completely redundant, it turns out, after all. That's a triplet. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes. This is now the weakest shape, or is this the weakest shape? Can't do that. Eight characters is gone. Let's do this. Let's do this. It's 50-50 choice, right? You got to pick either the 1-3 or the 7-9 there. I don't really see a distinction between either of them. I don't think. That's my seat wind, but one's already gone, and my hand is not really in need of anything like that. Worst case scenario here is someone just scores a huge hand and drags us down to... This is extremely redundant. A 2 or a 4 still improves this, whereas this just does absolutely nothing in the hand at the moment. Okay, that's scary. That is also... Why did you have to draw that right now? Okay, we're out of here. Obviously, we don't want to lose first place here by dealing in. I'll take second place. If they want to just win this hand, that would be unfortunate, but understandable. That's very funny. I have no safety at all. I have absolutely no safety at all. That's good. Yeah, we follow cut that, I think. This hand is just nothing. Nothing is happening. That's scary. Oh god, are you joking me? I'm scared. I'm so scared right now. Ah! It's fine. South wind. 2. That's very nice. Yep. Brilliant. Brilliant. What's next? 6 has gone. 3 has passed. 9 probably. It's safe for this player. Oh, yes! 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 Oh, it's Riichi only! Well, they were the dealer, so that's fine. Oh, okay, he lives to fight another day. He lives to fight another day. I'm just going to quickly go to the restroom before I do the macro analysis. I'll be 2 seconds. Ah, sweet relief. Okay. I mean, we're hardly out of the danger zone yet, are we? But, like, okay. Alright, Maka, what are you going to say? Worst case scenario is it's like a C or something, and everything I thought I'd sorted out had just, like, been irrelevant, and it was just pure luck that we got this far. I can't look. I actually can't look. B+. That's not as good as I wanted it to be. That is not as good as I wanted it to be. B minus, B, A, B minus, A minus, A minus, D plus, D plus, A plus, A minus, B minus. Alright, so I feel like this is because just right off the bat here, before I delve into it a bit more, I feel like the tile efficiency trainer is telling you more often than not Winds and Dragons first regardless. Like, those are the tiles that just, on a pure numbers point of view, are never going to improve your hand. And we spent a long time before trying to work out why Maka would like you to hold honours over 1-4 shapes. And what I tried this game is I made the conscious effort to just ignore that. You probably saw. I was chucking red dragons when I should have maybe been chucking 1s and 9s. And I feel like Maka's gonna not obviously like that. But I suppose we should have a look. Okay, this is the north is the door indicator, so yeah, alright, fine. Yeah, so like here for example, I made the conscious effort this time to not even really think about being clever with isolated 1s and 4s. isolated 1-4 and 6-9 shapes until these had gone. And Maka really doesn't like that as far as decisions go. So now, like, all of my scores are going to be lower because I'm going to have these 1s and 4s in my hand for a lot longer than is necessary, right? So let's remove every decision today that is that, and just look at the actual real blunders, you know? So here, it's just turn after turn after turn of get rid of this one. So, okay. 50-50 on that, that's fine. Okay, so it doesn't like that. Well, it barely doesn't like this. I suppose, yeah, you could keep a pair of 4s and then also discard this 6. Or there's 4 pairs in this hand as well, so fair enough. Not sure. This 2 does deal in. This wasn't very safe, was it? Follow cut, basically. It's saying fold. It's saying fold here. And I was too deep in the source of talking about Mahjong and how I feel about Mahjong in East 1. So, okay. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay. Yeah, so again, turn 1, fine, get rid of the guest wind. Turn 2. So we can incorporate... We want a mix of tile efficiency... Where are my hands? We want a mix of tile efficiency and what Maka likes. Because Maka must like it for a reason, right? And I suppose the logic here is that even though this can literally accept tiles to improve your hand in a way that this can't, right? This can... If you draw the 2 or the 3 of bamboo here, that's a shape that you've now got and can play around. That's 8 tiles that you can draw into, whereas this is only 3 tiles that you can draw into. But they're both still quite unlikely to happen. This is a bad shape to build around anyway. You may as well sack it off now, because if you draw a red dragon, the expected value of that is higher. So you've got to balance expected value with like raw value, and the raw value might be better, but then you might just only win like Riichi only hands, you know. And then also you've got a safe tile for a bit later down the line. Okay, so again, now that we've crossed that line, I dismantled this pair. It wanted me to dismantle this pair, which I suppose makes sense because that turns this into a 1-2 with a 2-4 shape, whereas this is just a 3-4 shape. Well, this is already 2 shapes, so okay, alright, fine. Yeah, get rid of the 1. I don't know why I was clever. I was thinking, oh, a pair of 1s and a 2-4 shape, so that was not very good. That's basically a 50-50 decision. East 3, an A. East 3, an A. Again, get rid of the loose 1. You know, you've got a 1-2-3 shape already. What is this one doing? Nothing. And I was like, no, dragon and winds first, please. No norths have passed, and it is my seat wind, so it does ever so slightly prefer this loose 2 than this. So we can incorporate that into the advice. Yeah, get rid of this, because of reasons. Okay, fine. I'm not sure about that one. I'll have to delve deeper into that. It's just it's screaming at me to scrap it. It's absolutely screaming at me to scrap it, which does make sense because if the tiles it can accept are the 1, the 3, and the 4 of circles, the 1 of circles is pretty bad. The 3 of circles is okay. The 4 of circles is also pretty bad. So that's because, alright, so it's best to think about not only the tiles it can accept, but also the shape that it makes once you accept the tile. So this only accepts one tile on a double-sided weight. It only accepts the 3 as a double-sided weight. If you draw a 1 or a 4, it has literally improved the shape, but not by much. And does that apply for this as well? I guess it's saying, like, you can discard this because you've got a lot of bamboo. These 8/9s only need one tile to improve their shape, but it's still, you know, with a pair, it's at least still you can accept the 8 or the 7 or the 9 to make a shape. So I guess that's the logic there. So we'll try and incorporate that lesson into. Wow, I hated that. It wanted me to follow cut the 8, even though. Yeah, no, I understand that actually. I should have just cut the 8 again. It passed once, why would it not pass again? I have a bit of a problem like this where I discard inefficiently. None of this had passed since this here as well, so it could have easily dealt into these players where this was so unlikely to deal to anybody because it had just passed the turn before. So yeah, that was bad. Alright, fine, fair enough. Although I'm not sure why the second time it doesn't like it. The first time it's like, that. Why did you do that? But surely the logic replies in the reverse order here. Does it not? I don't know. B minus, God. Yeah, I wasn't hugely convinced that this was correct when I did it. I'm not sure why though. It's completely isolated. This, you know, if I draw a 6, a bamboo, I've got a wide shape here. This makes more sense to me than this. But I don't understand why this is right, but this is wrong. And then all of a sudden, the next turn, it's like, no. So turn 1, maybe not the best choice, but turn 2, it's like, alright, fine. Yeah, that was that was unlucky, mate. Just chuck the next one, I suppose. And now all of a sudden it's like, no, you don't want this 9, even though the hand hasn't really changed. So that's very strange to me. Again, is it just saying 7 pairs? Is it saying do 7 pairs? Is that why it's suggesting this? Because one of these has already passed? But that still doesn't explain why this is a thing. I guess because it's just attached to this 4-5 shape, which is not really doing anything. But I thought, like, in the early game, that's fine, because you've got the chance to draw, like, an 8, a 6, another 6, a 3. So I can understand why this would need to go, because there are very few tiles that improve this. Okay, alright, fine, whatever. I mean, this is the hand that we thought we absolutely smashed, so that's funny. I suppose I did get a bit cute with that 4 characters. I'd be interested to see if the hand calculator says getting rid of the 4 is the objectively best choice there for just pure tile efficiency reasons. A minus. Yeah, to get rid of the 1 and the 9. And then I was like, oh no, wait, I should be trying to just get rid of wins before anything else. So then it doesn't like that because I went back on my initial plan of ignoring 1s and 9s for a little bit. Yeah, get rid of the 9, it says. Get rid of the 9. Get rid of the 1. Get rid of the 1? I mean, kind of. Get rid of the 1. Kind of. But yeah, get rid of the 1. Even though you've got a 1-3-5, a 5-6-7 shape. I suppose it's because you don't really want to accept the 2 of characters, do you? It's also like everyone's hand is open at this point, so you kind of also really should be thinking about safety. I suppose is what it's saying. It's saying everyone's hand is open. I guess it's saying that. Everyone's hand is open. This hand is not really going anywhere. Just get rid of a terminal tile because it's safe for now, and we'll see what happens. Maybe that's what it's saying. But then why is it not saying that with the 9? Like, why is this 9 on its own that's doing absolutely nothing? Oh, I guess you're worried about this half flush up here. Yeah, you're worried about this half flush up here. The 6 at least plays around that, the 7 plays around it, the 1 definitely plays around it. Yeah, alright, okay. And that is, you know, like chucking a red 5. That should have rung alarm bells for me. Should have definitely rung. It's so hard to play on stream. Oh my god. It's hard enough to play the game as it is. Also playing the game and trying to think about what you're doing. Good lord. Trying to be entertaining roughly at the same time. Actually the south wind though, even though it's my seat wind. This time, the one time I thought, oh, this is definitely this, though. Like, I don't even need to think about being cute with this. Even though this is my seat wind. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, just get rid of the tiles on the other side of the 5. That was what we were doing, even though it slightly prefers the 8 than the 2 for some reason. God knows why. Not sure why. Not sure why that. I thought we wanted the 5. We want to build around the 5. I mean, this is barely it. This is, you know, very close. Both make sense, but fine. Yeah, get rid of the 7 in the west. That's fine. I cheated. You wanted me to skip. You want me to skip? I suppose because maybe Riichi maybe Riichi full straight is better. But you want me to skip this? Not by a lot. Obviously, a 46 to 53% decision you want me to skip. But if I chi this, then I'm Tenpai. Which is exactly what I did. I cheat it, and then it's like, right, we'll definitely get rid of the 5. Now that you've actually decided to cheat it. Okay. Fascinating. And then D plus. What the hell happened here? Yeah. These are both correct decisions. Either the 2 from the 1, 2, 2, 3 shape or the isolated 7. It actually does want me to do this. I didn't think it would. I didn't think it would. But actually, looking at it now, knowing what's correct, if I discard a 7, and keep this wide shape. But this implies to me that you'd want me to then chuck a 6 if I drew a 5 or an 8. Or are you saying chuck this 7? You can't be saying chuck this 7 and then chuck the next 7 and then hope that this pair of 6s turns into a 5, 6, 7 shape or something. Right? Because that's why I discarded this. Because if I discard this, then I'm Ishan 10 on all of the 5s and all of the 8s of bamboo. If I keep this, and discard this 7 and this 7, then I'm No, I'm not Ishan 10, am I? Because I would have to then also finish either the 3-4-5 shape. I'd have to finish either 3-4 or 6-7 with this 5 in the middle. And then I'd be on a double pair weight. So this seems backwards to me. Let me bring up the hand calculator. Okay, so even from a pure tile efficiency point of view, even if you don't care about what the door is, as the Tenho hand calculator doesn't, if you discard the 6, you can accept 5. Yeah, you're keeping the 2. You're adding the 2, 5, and the 8 to your tile acceptancy here. Whereas if you get rid of the 6 of circles, you are technically in Tenpai, I suppose, but you would have to draw exactly an 8 or a 5, which is. Whereas if you get rid of a 6, then you can accept 5. I mean, you can accept a 5. Because you would have 5, 6, 7 with a floating 7. You can accept a 7 because then you'd also chuck the other 6, which you would never do. You would never chuck a 6 hoping that you would draw a 7 and then have a triplet of 7s rather than a pair of Dora. You would obviously never do that. So that's why Maka is saying the 7 over the 6 at least, by the same logic, I suppose. If you chuck a 7 and draw a 5, you would have a 5, 6, 7 and you would chuck the Dora. If you draw a 6, you would have a triplet of the Dora. And if you have an 8, you could also chuck the Dora 6, 7, 8 and chuck a copy of the Dora. I'm not... to me, personally, the essence of gambling here, for me, is go for 6, 7, 8 Ipeku with 2 copies of the Dora. Now, clearly Maka disagrees, and this is why I got a D+ for this hand. But I don't think a D+ is particularly fair. Yeah, I mean, if I'm not doing this fight, if I'm not doing this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then I probably should have cut this straight away afterwards as well. Especially because it's just past here, so that's also why it doesn't like that. And then I dealt in with the 8 anyway, so... Okay, alright, fine. Maybe a D+ was not for the decision of the pure double sequence, but for the rest of it. A+, cool. A-, cool. Okay, so alright, mostly okay. Bad rankings from Maka because we tried this whole tile efficiency first and foremost thing, you know, getting rid of... So if we completely eliminate those mistakes from the algorithm, that's 1, 2, 3 mistakes there that we don't count. That one's very negligible anyway. This one was bad. 4. This was also very confusing to me, so I'll delve down deeper into this one. 5. This is completely understandable. That's completely understandable. 6, 7. Eight-ish. 9, 10. What? Excuse me? Chanter. Half outside hand. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Yeah. 8, I think we were counting. 9. What? Don't understand that. What? 9. 9 mistakes were from that. So if you get rid of those 9 mistakes, there's still a lot of mistakes in there, obviously, but... Oh, okay, alright, well, obviously I can't guarantee that the next time you see a video I'll still be an Expert 3, because I like to play off camera as well, and I also suck. But the immediate danger is past, at the very least. The immediate danger is past. And we can incorporate these lessons into the next game that we play. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please let me know with a like or a comment, and if you want to see more Riichi Mahjongs, be sure to subscribe. Other than that, take care. I hope you're doing alright, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.